What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have another PGA Tour schedule course. We are at TPC Summerlin in Las Vegas, Nevada for this video. Hoping to be with these all the way back tees on a championship level style course like this. Usually the goal is to be somewhere around bogey golf or under. Real quick, if you notice, we got a slight change to the setup. This is actually the second round I'm using this one. The first one was the video by the name of Casa de Campo. I'm not sure if this video is going to come out before the other one, but just in case, basically these are $20 artificial turf tiles that I got on Amazon. There's 8 of them together. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but I had to zip tie them together just to make sure. There's basically like a peg and a hole that goes into them, into each other underneath, but they don't really stay together very well, so zip tie them together. There's plastic teeth that kind of go into the ground a little bit, luckily, so it's pretty stable. If I end up keeping this, I'm probably going to come out here and level the ground real good underneath to make sure it is perfectly flush. I know probably from the angle of that where the camera is right now it might look a little wonky, but we're going to give it a test. It should be a little more stable, a little more even surface hitting off of, which should help. So Garmin Approach R10 Country Club Elite mat, 10x7 nets, and Home Tee Hero that you're seeing on the screen for the simulator. So first shot here, par 4, 281. Hung it way out to the right. Luckily, pretty big fairway, so we got it to work out, but that wasn't the best shot. Usually I try to play it out to the right and have it draw back a little, but that one did not. Even with the draw-based driver, that was still basically a slice. We got 139 left, down 4. So we're at 135, but we're in the rough, which is going to be 10%, so that's going to play another 14-ish yards longer. So 149 about, right at 150. I'm going to go 9 iron. Hopefully it was nicer out before. Starting to get some darker clouds coming in. Hopefully it doesn't rain. We're in the middle of this round. Oh, that was really thin and left. Terrible shot. Might give us +3 from there, which is kind of generous with that shot. Gonna be a bogey to start it off. Second hole, par 4. We're hitting down 12 yards, so that's gonna play a little over 300 right there. Hopefully we make some good contact. Kind of the same thing, but that should come back a little more, at least not slice as far right. .290 right behind the tree. So I think we're a little bit left, but we're literally right behind it. I think if I aim for the green here, it's just going to bounce off the base of the tree. So basically, I'm going to aim right about here. We still might catch the tree no matter what I do, but I think I'm going to do like a little 5 iron, bump and run. Decent contact on the drive of that one, still hung it out to the right, but unfortunately, unlucky break here with this lie that we have behind the tree. Oh man, I didn't even make it to the net. And it's worth noting, considering this is only the second round using that basically stance mat or hitting mat, whatever where we're standing. I think it is just slightly higher than where I was before. I tried to smooth out some of the mulch underneath to kind of sink it down just a tad, but I feel like especially towards the front it looks like is a little bit higher, so that means I'm just standing a little bit compared to the past 20-30 rounds back here, standing like a quarter of an inch, half an inch higher with my feet, so some of the contact wise, some of these shots might not be the best. That was a good example of one there. 109 left, down 108, plus we'll add another 10 or 11. So 118, 119. Gonna go choke down pitching wedge. Pulled it a little left. I don't know if that's gonna get there. Might just be a little short. And it is. I didn't hit that super hard. Another +3, I think, unfortunately. Double bogey. Third hole, par 5. So it's basically, this is a cool layout. Basically almost 2 fairways running side by side once you get up there. I bet some of the pros can take this line right up and over, but yeah, we'll be hitting off the dirt most likely there. It's up 10 yards too, so that's gonna play like 302. So probably a better move going here. That was hit a little bit better. Kind of hurt my back though. I feel that in the lower back. So I think we're hitting up about 10 yards. That was on a flat fairway, about 287, so I knew I'd hit that one decent. Second shot here into the par 5. We've got 208. Oh, it's aiming as 143, never mind. So this is tricky line with these trees. You gotta risk it for the biscuit, so 208. That's probably, it's closer to a 4-iron than a 5-iron, but this is gonna come out that much lower, so those trees might come into play a little bit more, but gonna give the 4-iron a go. Started right. We got it there. It's probably a good thing we hit that tree because it was still a little long even into that tree. Struck that decent, I just hung it out. Plus I had some slice on it, of course. 18 yards left, plus we'll call it another 2 because we're in the rough, so need 20 yards. I'm gonna go 60 degree. Should be decent. That might be a tad long and left. And it was just a tad, but I think we're in the inner circle for a +1, luckily. Alright, we'll take that bird. That'll take at least 1 stroke off that double bogey. Fourth hole, par 4. Looks pretty straight. Aim right there. Looks like we got a good amount of room both left and right. That was low on the club face and right. Again, on that line, probably a good thing we didn't hit it too much further than that. That would have been in trouble. Ideally, I'd like to have more of a draw on it and have it come back a little bit, but... So we got 175 down 5, so 170. Should be an 8 iron. On the first round that I did feel like, it seemed like for the most part it was 8, 9 and pitching wedge. We're playing like 5 yards short for whatever reason with this mat. So, not sure if because where I'm standing versus driver and the longer irons here versus here, maybe it's just a slight difference, so I'm just making different contact on the ball. I don't really know, but it was straight, but that was really thin. Got it to work, but that wasn't the best. Alright, fifth hole, par 3. Grab some Gatorade before this. 193, down 2. So, considering I've been hitting the higher, lower irons, whatever you want to call them, 4, 5, and 6, a little bit better with this mat today. I'm going to go 6 iron. Usually on course it's about 190, so we should get it pretty close if we can hit it straight. That was struck decent again, but to the right. I came off a little high too, so short right. That's probably about what happened there. I don't know if it was 30 yards short, but... So we got 29 up 3, 32, plus call it another 4. We need like 37 here. I'm gonna go 56. Popped it up to the left. I got a decent amount on it though, so long lift it is. Alright, 6th hole, par 4. I keep thinking I like the layout of this course so far in like the desert in Vegas. Seems like the holes are pretty open and it's kind of cool seeing like the sand and dirt, whatever it is, on the sides with the nice green fairways. So, but I was hoping for a short par 4 with these furthest back tees. We're not getting it, so potentially I may end up playing this one again in the future. I'm doing it for more of a maybe like the whites of the blue tees, something like that. Basically turn this into a different course. Same thing. Started right, probably gonna go even further right. I feel like my alignment with where I usually tee the ball up on this mat and where I put my feet usually in the mulch, it's just slightly off with this second time playing with this mat. Alright, 171, up 7, so we're at 178, then we need another 17, 18 yards. So 188, about 195 or so. I'm gonna go, I'll go 6 iron. I think 5 might just be a tad too much. Thin, thin, thin. $22 yards left, up 2. I mean 24 yards in the fairway, so no reduction in power. That rare fairway wedge shot. It's gonna be a little left again, but that shouldn't be too bad. Bogey train. 7th par 4. We'll leave it there. Terrible. Hit way underneath it, off the toe and left. $135 up 3. These still been coming short, so I'm gonna go soft 9 instead of muscling up a pitching wedge. It might be over the green to the right. And it's gonna bounce up there for us, but that was thin again and to the right. That would have been generous there from the R10. Eighth hole, par 3. 237 down 8. I'm gonna try. I was debating either going slightly teed up 5 hybrid, or I think I'm gonna go 4 hybrid off the deck instead. It was struck decent. Ooh. I was thinking before I was hitting that, this thing is at the minimum, this new mat. It's at a minimum higher than my feet were before, and it could be very well actually my feet above the ball. So although that's not ideal, before my feet were probably a good amount below the ball, and I'm thinking, although obviously I'd want to be as close to level as I can, practicing somewhat with the ball above and below your feet is, I guess, has some benefits. I probably go a little overboard playing so many rounds back to back, with my feet like that, but now that one started towards the middle. It's going to go more left than I would like it to. That would have been good if I was starting that one where I was starting or hitting the other ones before towards the right, but good old overcompensation for hitting a bunch right, and then you try to correct it, overcompensate, and you go too far left. Hopefully that means for the back nine will be somewhere in between. 301, I'm going to aim there and go 3 hybrid. Just try to get as close up to this green as we can. Caught it heavy. We wouldn't have got it there, so we got 63 yards left. If I really hit that, if I didn't hit that as heavy, we probably could have got an extra maybe 20 yards out of that. So we would have like a 40 yard shot instead of a 60, but granted we have the rough either way. So we're at 63, no slope, plus we'll add another 7, so we're at 70 yards. I'm gonna go 52. It was definitely left. Decent distance though. Alright, get some Gatorade before this back nine. Alright, 10th hole par 4, we're going to aim right about there. What I did on that last shot, which I'll probably do in the future, probably should just do it on every shot, but I just tapped the ground before that. Sometimes I'm hesitant to do that just so I don't mess up the R10, but I feel like on that one, tapping the ground, give myself and my brain a little extra time to kind of feel where the ground is on this round compared to where it has been for the past like 2 months. That was better. That should be straighter. Started a tad right, should come back left. Alright, there we go. $114 down 2. So we got 112. I'm gonna go pitching wedge. Left again. Seems like that stupid little tap in the ground first. At least the last 2 shots been working out. Eleventh hole par 4. That wasn't terrible. That one just started more towards the middle, so it's going to go further left than I would like, but alright, 157 down 4. So we got 153, but we'll need another 16 yards on top of that. So 163, 169. Nice. Gonna go 8 iron. Do I have anything up here to worry about, like water? Doesn't look like it, just in case. Pulled it way left. Now we're gonna mess with this bunker. So it's gonna say 20%, but realistically, in my experience, it's placed closer to like 40-50%. Granted, luckily we're only 16 yards, so it's not gonna be a whole lot, but 16 yards, 20%, that would be 3. So that'd be 19. I think it's gonna play closer to like 23, maybe even 25. And I'll go 60. Goes left and a little long. Twelfth hole, par 4. Got water up there on the right. I don't think, yeah. That's not in play off the tee, luckily, but we'll have to deal with that on the second shot. That was off the toe, it's going to be left, or off the heel rather. Either way, it's left. Not too bad though, the way this hole's cut worked out for us. Alright, 143 down 1. I need 142. Again, that's right in between strong pitching wedge, soft 9. So I'm going to go soft 9. Alright, tad short. As stupid as it sounds, just tapping the ground a few times before the ball seems to help. I don't know why I didn't do that before. Alright, 13th hole, par 5, pretty big dog leg left here, so we're going to aim right out here. Hopefully the lighting with the cameras are alright. It's getting kind of dark out here. Poor contact. It's not going to be too bad, but that was high on the club face and off the toe. I feel like with the little more stable ground underneath me, I feel like I can go at the driver a little bit more, because I knew before, after a certain amount of how hard I try to hit, it wasn't every single time, but a lot of times, I mentioned in other videos, I didn't know when I mishit sometimes if my foot slipped because I had a bad shot, or if I had a bad shot because my foot slipped, but that was the case with the driver. So with this, I feel like a little more secure and stable underneath. I can kind of use the ground a little more for some power and go at the driver. That was a mishit, but alright, so we're gonna rip the 3 hybrid right there. Started straight, pulled it left. I guess that's all we really needed though, for that shot. We got 85 yards left. We're gonna be in the rough, down 2, so we got 83, plus call it another 8 or 9. Like 91, 92-ish. I'm gonna go pitching wedge. Oh, tapping the ground didn't help that time. $20 yards. Call it another 2. Because we're in the rough, so 22 here. Gonna go 60 degree. As a noisy plane goes over. It was relatively straight. They might be a little long though. All right, 14th par 3, 145 down 2. So this is in that same territory. I'm gonna go, I don't know, about 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch choke down 9-iron instead of the muscling up a pitching wedge. Struck it decent, little left. All right, we'll take that. Fifteenth hole, par 4. .259 up 10, so that's playing almost 270. Oh, this is kind of short. We're gonna aim right there, see what happens. To get it all the way to the green, it says it's playing up 10 yards, so I'd have to hit one 310, which, as of right now, not really capable of that. If I'm lucky, I can get it up to about 300, maybe 305, 310 on command. I don't think so, but I'm gonna give this one a rip. I don't know about that one. It started right, and it's not coming back. So 43 up 2. With that slope being this close to the green, this might die once it hits. There might not be a whole lot of rollout with 2 yards of upslope. And then 10%, call that another 5. So we need 50 yards. I'm gonna go 52. Might be long left. Might have hit that too much. +3, yikes. Alright, 16th hole, par 5. We'll see. It seems like it is just getting dirty, but it also, that spot right there specifically where my left foot almost always goes, might wear down pretty quick with these cheap mats. Probably don't need spikes with this type of mat, but figure I try to keep as much of the same setup, both like shoes, gloves, clubs, obviously everything both here on course, so. I was still pushed right, but that should come back at least a little. I feel the back tightening up on those driver swings. I'm losing some yardage. So it's aiming us 205 and we have this tree right there, so we're actually even gonna go over here. 205 up to, so 207 plus another 20. So I'm gonna hit the 5 hybrid up there. We need like 220 to lay up. Right again. That might be in the water. Yep. Terrible shot. $101 up to 103 plus another, call it 11, 114. I'm gonna go pitching wedge. It's gonna be straight. I don't know if I got enough on it though. Man, it's gonna be an ugly, ugly score on this one. 16 yards, up 1. Need around 18, 19 yards. Hopefully I get this in the inner circle here with the 60 degree. It's gonna be left. That might be a little long too. Got it there, but might be another double bogey. That +1 saved us. All right, 17th par 3. A bunch of water on the left. 193 down 8. So we're gonna aim right side of the green. That's 192 down 7. Gonna go 6 iron. I guess I could tee this up off the tee, but with these type of mats, you almost get a perfect lie every single time, so. It was straight, but that was low and thin. It might work out, but that wasn't the best strike. take the par though. Alright, on to the 18th hole, par 4. So, it's actually not horrendous. Haven't had any really super great shots, but through 17 we're +7, so it's about, see if we can get at least a par or a birdie here. Keep it under, basically twice as good as our goal. We're going to take a rather aggressive line here. Hopefully the driver gets up and over those trees. Usually, like I mentioned, talking about the goal, with these tougher courses from the furthest back tees, that they're playing the same course on tour. Usually they're a lot more difficult. This one was actually kind of open in the desert, so it wasn't too bad. There's been some water, which got us in trouble, but usually the ones that I played try to be somewhere around like +18 or better. So we're looking around +7 now. Could be +8, +9, who knows, but club twisted in my hand. I was messing with my feet too much before hitting that. Should have just walked up and hit it. .208. Gonna go 4-iron. And we're gonna aim right side of the green, and we'll take being off the green to the right versus losing a stroke in that water. But hopefully we hit this relatively straight to catch either the right side of the green, or ideally hit it good and put just a tad bit of draw on it. It's gonna be straight and turn over a little left, but that was really heavy, so it's gonna be short. It's gonna give us +3. Alright, so there you have it, folks, from TPC at Summerlin in Las Vegas, Nevada. Actually, not horrendous. We went 40-40 for a +8 of 80. Pretty ugly to start it off. Bogey, double. Then we had a bird in there, par, bogey, bogey, 3 pars. Only had one bird on the front end, one bird on the back. Started off 10 with a bird, and then went bogey, par, bogey, par, bogey, bogey, par, bogey. So not the best, not the most consistent. Hit 8 out of 14 fairways, so we'll take that, slightly above 50%. 12 out of 18 greens regulation, we'll take that as well. That's actually a pretty good stat right there. Want to be at least 9, so we're a good amount above that. And then the putts, not good there. There was a lot of those 3s in there, which is 37 across 18 holes. That's not good. That's above 2 putts a hole. Ideally, we want to be closer to 1.5, if not work our way eventually down to 1. But I guess so far so good with the mat. That stupid little trick of just tapping behind the ball seemed to work, so I guess I'll continue to remember to do that in the future. But appreciate you guys watching. If you want me to play any of the courses in your area, or you just have a specific, maybe famous course you'd like to see me play, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, maybe share it with a friend, and I'll see you guys at the next course.